Now here I got something, how Shebendu Narad is different than the traditional Narad. See, maybe we can just say something quickly. See, in the Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, Narad goes to Rishi Sanat Kumar, praying to receive from him the spiritual knowledge, praying to him spiritual knowledge. And therefore he says, please teach me, revered sir, Adebhi Bhagavaha, give me the spiritual knowledge. And the teacher, the Rishi, in turn asks him, what is that you know already? Please let me know first. So that from that point onward we can go forward. And then Narad produces a big list here of what he knows. Narad details it out. Venerable sir, I know the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, the Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, as the fourth Veda, the epic and the ancient lore as the fifth Veda, the Veda of the Vedas, grammar, propitiation of the fathers, the science of numbers, mathematics, the science of portents of omens, I know that, the science of time, chronology, logic, ethics, politics, science of the gods, the science of sacred knowledge, the science of elemental spirits, the science of weapons, astronomy, the science of serpents, and the fine arts. This, venerable sir, I know. He is listing what are called traditionally the 64 branches of learning. He knows all the 64 branches of learning. This is, of course, a very pretty, impressive list and show the kind of comprehensive education that was imparted to the students in the ancient system. The student must learn all the sciences. Where are we? Nowhere. Was imparted to the students in the ancient system. And yet, Narad felt some kind of incompleteness in all that he knew and yearned for something profounder to fulfill himself in the truer sense. And then the teacher says, look, Narad, I am impressed by your list, but then all this is only nama eva tata. It is only name. All this knowledge is only name. In other words, what he says is basically, this is only apara vidya, the knowledge of the lower nature. The knowledge of the lower nature, this you know. But this is only aparavidya. What you are looking for is paravidya, the transcendental knowledge. But then he advised Narad to meditate on the name first. In order to get higher knowledge, meditate on name, Vishnu or whatever you want to call it, meditate on him, or mother or whatever. And then who meditates on name as Brahman becomes independent so far as name goes. So this is a book, this is a table. You see everywhere now, not book, but Brahman, 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 Brahman. When you start meditating on name. And then he tells in the same manner the sequence by which he can get different levels of knowledge. There is something greater than the name. Greater than name is speech. Greater than the speech is mind. Then in the ascending series, there is the series will, thought, contemplation, understanding, strength, food, water, fire, ether, memory, hope, prana, the vital energy, or life and truth. So these are the 16 levels of knowledge on which he does meditation in order to get para vidya. The Rishi reveals he speaks excellently, who speaks excellently of truth, etc. etc. It goes on like that. And then finally, he comes to the description of Bhuma. Bhuma is a grand superlative abundant. It is the highest that can be reached, who grows, who expands. Bhuma. The infinite, Mahat, Niratisham, Bhuma. When one sees nothing else, hears nothing else, understands nothing else, that is the infinite, Bhuma. And the infinite is the immortal, Tad Amrutam. And it is in that way Narada acquires the spiritual knowledge from his teacher, Sanat Kumar. And the point is, during the intervening period, has he acquired something else? This is what we are seeing. Because in Savitri, he knows many things. He knows Greek philosophy, he knows Christianity, he knows all these things, mythologies and all that thing. So these are the things what we see in the case of Sribendu's Narad. This remarkable Arvindonian knows the riddle of this world that we already seen. He has read Maurice Magri's letter and he is there to respond to it, you see. But basically, the important thing about Narad is that he has the knowledge now of the three divisions of time, three kala drishti, the past, the present, the future. And he knows the deep sense of mystery that lies in the moment of time. Then, of course, he knows the problem of pain. We have seen that. In other words, he has learned about the problem of pain from the Buddhist monks. Dukkha, Buddhism, dukkha. He has learned Christianity through St. Matthew's and St. John, what the classification is. Like that. So, in that sense, we can say that Shivendu has updated dukkha opposite to sukha, etc., etc., that we have seen here. That is the basic tenet of Buddhism, founding on that. And how does one overcome dukkha, the sorrow, the suffering, the pain? The Sankhya philosophy tells you if the Purusha withdraws its sanction from Prakriti, if the being does not give okay to Prakriti, to nature, then there is no pain. So basically, it is the Purusha who has to withdraw from Prakriti and the pain disappears. That is the Sankhya philosophy. The Buddhist philosophy is there. So Narad knows all these things. And then finally he says, look, this is not going to do. Pain is the hammer of God. It is a reality. It is necessary to sculpt the soul of man to do the divine work. So that is how we have here the modern or the Arvindonian Narad, you see. Only an Arvindonian Narad steeped in integral spirituality could do this. Even on the brink of death, what we have seen just now, his words of the Queen. Leave her to her mighty self and fate, is what we have seen just now. Only an Arvindonian Narad steeped in integral spirituality could do this. In other words, he has really practiced integral yoga. You see, Narad, you see. These 45 lines with the preceding 27 were absolutely essential at all that. Narad walked into the chamber of Ashwapati, into the hall of Ashwapati's palace, with the ease of divine friendliness. They are intimate with each other. He just walks into it, you see, and lent himself to tell and more exactly fix what otherwise would have remained indeterminate, uncertain, and perhaps unachieved. Nara's spirit is universal cosmic, but here it takes the significant form of globality, that is overmind, that has far reaching implications in evolutionary setting of the soul of the earth. Such is the new Narad given to us by Sri Aurobindo. Therefore, salutations to the sage. Salutations to the sage.
Now, why the divine intervention did not work in case of India?
Perhaps something else had to be worked out, and perhaps Sri Aurobindo did not put his full force. He says that I had done my niskama karma. He says that I had done my niskama karma. In other words, he does not want it to be imposed on you. You have to open yourself out. Freedom is not to be imposed upon you. He is not going to give a gift to you if you are not worthy of it. You have to prepare yourself to be worthy of the gift. Basically, there is no question. Sri Aurobindo does not impose. You have to open out. And if you don't open out, well, you meet all the consequences. You face all the consequences. But what we are seeing is a point also, still. In fact, later on, when the Christ mission was rejected, the mother immediately said, now the calamity will befall India. Her words. The calamity will befall India. Now, does it mean that she knew that the calamity is going to fall on India and yet she keeps quiet? Huh? Or does she says now in the presence of Sri Aurobindo, and does he keep quiet? No, because things had to work out from within yourself to some extent to open out. The divine life is not to be imposed upon you. You have to open yourself out for that. The grace is not to be imposed upon you. You have to make room for that. There is a part to be played by us in the scheme of natural growth and development. Otherwise, what is creation? If he is going to do everything, then what is the fun? The whole creation has to move, has to open out more and more to the divine possibility, divine working. And perhaps that is a more difficult task. To prepare the collective consciousness to accept the grace is a more difficult task than imposing grace on the collective consciousness.
Collective consciousness. Collective consciousness is very difficult to.
Yeah.
But only so few people know about this.
Yeah.
And the rest does not. That's
Now,
the problem.
exactly. So, but that does not mean that things are not working or are not going to work. Sri Aurobindo says that, for his work, in fact, it is so crucial, he said that for the full spiritual development of the human race, it is necessary that India is free. Is free. And in his 1947 August message, he says that the partition by whatever means it be must go, will go. Now, mother said that, look, the cart of gift had come to your door 3 times, but you drove away the cart. It had come to your door 3 times, you drove away the cart. You have to bear the consequences. In other words, a certain degree of preparation on our part is an aspect of this growth. They are not going to impose things on you.